I know you had a question that you wanted to bring up.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement and the significance of it, because me personally, I don't feel like it's having much of an impact as when Martin Luther King or Malcolm X was doing it. So I'm just gonna ask this question: how do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement? And because we've talked about it on previous episodes, but not really like dug deep into it. So how do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement?
So me personally, the Black Lives Matter movement.
Do you agree with it?
All right. I don't fully understand the message or the vision. From what I'm getting of it, and I feel like there's more, because I don't even know who the black leadership of this group is. That's something that I want to dive in and do more research, but it's definitely not something that's out there. There's so many things that's out there, but that's not. But I would say that the message seems to be, hey, let's rally up and help this group in dire need of help. Yeah. It looks like maybe there's other people involved, but I don't fully understand the movement. It looks like there's other people involved that's like, oh, I hate this people and that people. No, we shouldn't be coming at white people. The way that you help a race is not by destroying another race. The way that you help is by working together and building, right? So I would say that I'm not really against it or for it. I'm open and I'm listening, but we need more. We need a message, and I feel like there's not a strong enough message or clear enough.
The world, what do you think?
It's not clear enough.
Yeah.
But the basis of it is that, like, black people are being killed for nothing.
Right.
And they want to state something. And that's understood because, not into the movement like that. I've heard things. We watch the news, this current events. But there is no clear... We're not getting clear leadership like when our grandparents and our parents were younger. Like, we don't have we don't have those Malcolm X's, those Martin Luther Kings.
Exactly.
We don't have those clear leaders. We have Reverend Al Sharpton.
That have a goal in mind.
We have Reverend Al Sharpton, who shows up. I feel
when the camera's out.
Not just when the camera's out. Okay. I'm not gonna go there with it. But I think when they want to justify something to black people, that I see Reverend Al Sharpton come out.
I can't support the movement when the unification is
to try to unite the community.
That's my thing.
But I don't see. I have not publicly seen in my lifetime. But then I'm not around him, so I'm not gonna say that he hasn't done it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it.
But you're not against it either.
Well, I think that Black Lives Matter, and I think a lot of lives matter. Those my personal preference, my family, my friends, whatever color they might be. I think their lives matter. I think all life matters, period. But I think that we live in a society that doesn't make that easy for black people at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Or any minority for that matter.
Yes, especially minorities.
Because and every minority group has their own trials and tribulations. I would not compare one to another, but I feel like it's always us against each other instead of us against them.
And we're going to get to that. Yeah. But before we even get to that, I want you to hold that thought. Raven, what are your views? Do you stand behind Black Lives Matter?
Yes, I do. And when it comes to what I was saying before, I was saying that, and I agree with the word when he was saying we don't have those leaders. The leaders exonerated all those labelings. Martin Luther King had to address it. I want little white boys and white girls and this, that, and the third. At this point, to make a movement and to be progressive, to have those Martin Luther Kings, to have those Malcolm X, we have to stop labeling people as a black man, as a white man, as this, that, and the third, because that is what's making us divisive. Because before we are anything, we are men. And I really wanted to add a skit where, I'm into horror films, and I remember, if you guys remember Hellraiser, they ripped off the skin of somebody, and they were nothing but flesh. I mean, excuse me, they were nothing but blood vessels, muscles, and tendons. If we start putting that out there, how can we tell if somebody's black or white? How can we tell that they're different than us when we are 99.9% the same? We need to start as black leaders. If we want, if we're saying there's no Martin Luther Kings and Malcolm X at this time, it's because we're not doing our job right now. Segregating each other, say, oh, this person or them, whoever them is, let's just say this is a man that died. Yes, he was a black man. He was killed by a white man. But to move past a lot of things, and I'm talking about George Floyd, but we need to start respecting people as opposed to culture. Yes, we have our issues, but we're not going to combat racism with racism. The Bible says you cannot cast out demons with demons. It can only be done with love.
They all go crazy when I come in with that super flow. They say I'm super, super. They say I'm super, super. They all go crazy when I come in with that super flow. They say I'm super, super. They say I'm super, super. I just get right to the bag. My haters are mad, yeah, yeah. But all of my haters in check, they show respect, yeah, yeah. I just get right to the bag. The haters are mad, yeah. All of my haters in check, they show respect, yeah.
Oh yeah, nobody has to know, nobody has